Was there a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Blake Lively?
100% no.
You plan to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
This story is only beginning, and believe me, you do not want to miss what happens next. One moment, Blake Lively was radiating calm in the face of those abuse accusations. The next, her confidence collapsed the instant Justin Baldoni's legal team began presenting one bombshell after another. The atmosphere in that courtroom was so heavy, you could have carved it with a blade. But hold on, there's far more to this ordeal than meets the eye. Did you catch how quiet Blake's old co-stars have been? Their complete lack of input is striking. Meanwhile, whispers abound among industry insiders regarding Blake's genuine motives behind the scenes. And just wait until you hear the damaging evidence Justin's attorney put forth. We're talking leaked text messages and exclusive behind-the-scenes video clips from It Ends With Us. Just picture it. Justin's lawyer walked into that courtroom, a bulging briefcase packed with proof in hand, and Blake Lively had no idea what was about to unfold. Since Justin is now determined to clear his name in the most public fashion possible, things are escalating quickly. Someone asked, "Do you plan to sue Blake Lively?" And the response was unequivocal. Absolutely. We plan to release every single text message between the two of them. We want the truth to be out there. We want the documents to be out there. We want people to make their determination based on receipts. And that's not the only twist. Rumor has it that Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift are both conspicuously silent for good reason. Are they hiding crucial information that might sway public opinion? People can't stop wondering what's stopping them from rallying to Blake's defense like they usually would. Let's not overlook how completely out of control this conflict between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has become. According to Justin's lawyer, Blake never even bothered to read the book that the film is based on, leaving her bewildered and uneasy during production. They're also accusing her of behaving like a massive diva by attempting to take over the whole project. And trust me, this chaos is nowhere near finished. On the flip side, Blake Lively's team is labeling all this a major distraction. They're suggesting that Justin Baldoni is using these dramatic revelations to sidestep very serious claims levied against him. For a while, it was an all-out he said, she said scenario. No one knew who to believe until Justin's lawyer disrupted the narrative in the most jaw-dropping way. The entire tone in the courtroom shifted the minute Justin's attorney began speaking, leaving everyone in shock. Their evidence changed the game. Blake's facade of calm and cool instantly started to crack. It was startling how quickly her collected demeanor vanished, especially when the lawyer presented a trail of text messages between Blake and the producers. These texts painted a distinctly different picture than the public one Blake had been depicting. One of the messages specifically featured Blake raving about Justin's professionalism and seemed eager to collaborate with him only days before her accusations were made public. That revelation made everyone question whether her allegations held any real weight. Then came the affirmation from the production staff, who swore that Justin had been nothing but polite and respectful throughout filming. What truly stunned everyone, though, were the time-stamped security recordings taken on set. One particularly jaw-dropping clip showed Blake joking around and appearing entirely at ease with Justin on the exact day she later said she was uneasy around him. But there's more. Newly unearthed court records indicated that Blake was nowhere near the set during one of the so-called incidents she mentioned. She was actually vacationing in the Bahamas with her husband, Ryan Reynolds. This stunning contradiction didn't just weaken her claims, it poured gasoline on the fire by insinuating her timeline might be deliberately fabricated. Have you noticed how nobody from the It Ends With Us ensemble is stepping forward to advocate for Blake? Not a single castmate has spoken in her favor. Considering how vital loyalty can be in Hollywood, that kind of hush speaks volumes. The rumor mill suggests that they're wary of arguing against the overwhelming evidence Justin's team is presenting, and industry insiders are increasingly calling out the discrepancies in Blake's account. It only became more chaotic with the surfacing of fresh behind-the-scenes footage, capturing Blake and Justin coexisting in a relaxed, cordial manner at key intervals during shooting. People are definitely sensing the tension now, as Justin's lawyers went step by step through every piece of Blake's accusations. The biggest jaw-dropper was a comprehensive timeline that definitively showed Blake was off enjoying a getaway with her family instead of being on set during one of the events she listed. They had solid evidence, both travel logs and her own social media uploads, making it practically impossible for Blake to refute. Meanwhile, the production crew's statements gave further backing to Justin, describing him as nothing other than courteous, respectful, and easygoing during the shoot. Multiple members of that team even wrote affidavits attesting that they'd never seen Justin exhibit conduct even remotely akin to Blake's allegations. The security video strengthened these declarations. In one clip, Blake and Justin are sipping coffee together, looking completely at ease, definitely not the hostile work setting Blake had depicted. Then, in the early stage of filming, messages from Blake herself told a completely different story. She was heaping praise on Justin's attitude and even requested more scenes with him. In the eyes of the public, it was a staggering flip. How do you progress from lauding someone to publicly accusing them? This inconsistency led many fans to suspect her motives. And here's a bombshell that left everyone reeling. Apparently, Blake was lobbying for an executive producer credit on the movie. The documents revealed she pressed for that title, was denied, and then abruptly broadcast her accusations against Justin. Sure, it could just be coincidental timing, but let's face it, it looks incredibly suspicious and has become a major topic of discussion in Hollywood circles. This legal drama has undeniably rattled Hollywood. Social media has lit up with supporters and critics dissecting every aspect of the scandal. At the moment, the majority of the public appears to be in Justin's corner. According to a Bored Panda survey, a huge segment of the audience is siding with him. And Justin, he's not even thinking about backing down. In an industry notorious for bearing controversies through discreet settlements, he's more than willing to bring this entire matter to trial to prove his innocence. It's a risky maneuver, but given how much proof is piling up in his favor, it may pay off in the end. For Blake Lively, things are getting increasingly problematic. The growing list of contradictions in her narrative threatens to ruin her image, and in Hollywood, where reputation is critical, that's potentially disastrous. For Justin, this trial could represent the ultimate shot at vindication, possibly transforming how these allegations are handled going forward. At this point, everyone has questions about how it will all play out for the two leads of It Ends With Us. Fans are combing through every leaked legal filing and every cryptic social media post, building theories about what this scandal means for both Blake and Justin's futures. The wildest part? There are claims that even more undisclosed information might be waiting in the wings, meaning this saga is nowhere near its conclusion. And that's precisely where it gets even more convoluted. Some say that Blake's aspirations for extra authority in shaping the narrative of It Ends With Us date back to the period when the film was still in its production phase. When higher-ups denied her request, tensions reportedly skyrocketed between her and the directors, leading many to question the timing of her sudden accusations against Justin. It doesn't help that leaked DMs reveal she was deeply irritated by how much less screen time she had compared to Justin. Could jealousy on the job be fueling this entire controversy? Then there's the matter of Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift, both of whom have typically been vocal supporters of Blake. Their absolute silence in this crisis is impossibly loud. More eyebrows are raised by reports that some of Blake's previous Gossip Girl castmates have been liking mysterious social media posts hinting support for Justin. It's all extremely suspicious. The drama escalated again with the courtroom leaks that exposed more bombshell developments. Perhaps the most notable among them was the revelation that Blake was out of the country, when she claimed a particular incident took place in an event that undermines her evidence in a significant way. The more new facts emerge, the more perplexing and damaging this predicament becomes for her. Even more emails surfaced, showing Blake petitioning for alterations to pivotal scenes so her character would shine more prominently, suggestions that the production team ultimately turned down. But the biggest curveball might be a behind-the-scenes clip, revealing Blake and Justin rehearsing lines together, relaxed, joking, and certainly not at odds just hours after she later claimed she felt threatened by him. When her version of events doesn't match what we're seeing on camera, the entire scandal starts to look suspect. Now that the dust has somewhat settled, what comes next for the key players? Justin's legal counsel seems determined to move forward with a transparent court case rather than settle out of public view. That level of self-assurance implies that they believe their substantial trove of evidence will disprove Blake's allegations entirely. Meanwhile, Blake is cornered into addressing why her story keeps failing to line up. Support for her allegations has dwindled amid overwhelming indications from Justin's side, leaving many people questioning whether her defense can endure at all. With both parties standing at the center of a massive Hollywood spectacle, the outcome will have far-reaching consequences. And make no mistake, the public is fully invested in uncovering every last detail. Factions have arisen, some staunchly defending Blake, others championing Justin. Social media is ablaze with arguments, theories, and heated debates. One viral post proclaimed, "Blake Lively can wave goodbye to her career. Who would dare cast her after this catastrophic mess?" Others are calling for every piece of information to be laid bare. One particularly fiery remark demanded, "Expose everything. Humiliate her. What she and her husband are doing is atrocious. She's acted horribly for ages, and now she's finally outed. So, where do you stand on these startling developments? Are you on Team Blake or Team Justin? Tell me your opinions in the comments. I'm eager to hear your take. And while you're at it, remember to like, share, and subscribe for up-to-the-minute news on this unfolding drama and other Hollywood bombshells. With all these conflicting details, behind-the-scenes power plays, and legal stunners, this scandal isn't fading away anytime soon. Everyone is waiting to see who prevails in one of the year's most prominent showdowns. Stay tuned, because the next chapter of this story is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. I'll catch you in the next video.